All right, we're going to find the missing points without using any new variables. So the key to this is we're going to take this value right here. See, this tells me that that's negative a. That means that this distance right here is how much? How much is that distance?
-1.
Nope.
No idea.
If that value is negative a, what's this distance? What's the distance in red right there?
Negative a.
What if that number, it's a. It's a. What if this number was -5? What would that mean, the distance, the red line? The distance is 5. Distance is always positive. So this distance is a. From here to here, that distance is a. And isn't this also a since it's a parallelogram?
But why
I guess
is
we're
it B
assuming
there?
it's a parallelogram.
There's a B there.
Well, hold on. Isn't that distance a? Okay, good. So this distance right here, let me change the color here. This distance, CB,
Yeah.
that distance is what?
That distance is B.
That distance is B. Very good.
Wait, that doesn't even make sense. It's
That
not
makes
even a line.
no sense.
See this? See how I brought this down?
Yeah, but why would you even bring it down?
You're going to see why.
This is so
confusing.
Here's why. Because now this distance right here, I'm making it green. That distance is equal to what?
P. X. A.
Look at the two values we have. We have A, the red line is A, and the purple line is B. So what's the green line?
C.
Nope, it's not C. We're going to call the green line, that distance right there, I'm going to call it G, okay? just for now, because it's green, okay?
This is so confusing.
What's that green line equal to? Look at the. I'm not talking about the numbers.
It's equal to P.
Nope, it's equal to whatever A is, the red line,
A minus B.
minus whatever B is.
I knew
That's
that.
the distance. Okay? Do you see where I came up with that? I'm not saying you can do that on your own, but now that you see how to do it, do you understand how I did it?
Because the whole line is A, and then you divide it.
So listen to me. If that's the case, where else is there a green line on my picture?
P.
Can you see? Can you see right here?
Oh,
That's the green line. So what's this value? What's that green value? What did we just say?
A minus B.
It's A minus B. So what's the x coordinate of this point up here? What's the x coordinate of? It's the x coordinate is going to be this distance right here, which is the green distance, which is A minus B.
Why would X be that? That makes no sense.
I don't get it.
This is so we didn't even learn that.
Izzy, you were asleep.
So the question is, how did I come up with A minus B equals the x coordinate? A minus B is the x coordinate of this P point. And the reason is because, look at what I've done here. Remember my color coding. This red line right here, what's the distance of this red line right there?
A.
That distance is A. And what was the distance of this blue line right here? That blue line is B.
That's purple.
And purple, sorry. It's not blue, it's purple. And so if I subtracted those, this green portion, can you see how this green portion right here? Do you see how this green portion right here? You see how that
No,
green
I get
portion
that, yeah.
is A minus B. Well, what is that? So now let me erase all this and show you what I'm talking about. This green portion right here, if I follow this straight down, that x coordinate is that green portion. That's what the x coordinate is. Let me show you another example with whole numbers. If this point right here was 5, let's say the point was 2, 7. What would this value be down here? What would this?
The green value would be 2.
The green value would be 2, because that's how you get the x coordinate. You drop straight down from a point or go straight up from a point. If I have a point sitting over here somewhere, and that point is, what's that look like? Maybe 3, -5. If I drop straight vertically up or down, that's going to tell me what that x. That's how you find the x coordinate.
I get that.
So what did I do? I dropped straight down from here. Let me do that again. See this point right here?
Mhm.
If I wanted to find out what that point is, wouldn't I just drop straight down there to find that? I'm going to call this G, right? Because I don't know what it is yet. Wouldn't that G, wouldn't whatever that point is there be my x coordinate for that point P? The answer is yes. And what is the y coordinate? How do I find the y coordinate for this right here? How do I find the y coordinate? I
Wait,
drop
I'm gonna look.
I drop straight across. Which, hey, that is I already have the y coordinate. What's the y coordinate?
We do it again?
What's the y coordinate for this point P? It's already sitting here. It's one of those things right there.
C.
Yeah, it's my C. That was the easy part. The hard part was this green, and that's what the beginning of this video was explaining to you.
So would your answer be A minus B?
Correct.
C?
The answer is, since G is equal to A minus B, your coordinates are A minus B, comma, C. Okay? Go back and it'll make more sense to the video. Wow, you might have to watch it again a couple times. Now, look back at this. They also wanted me to find new variables. I'm not done. I don't have all my variables named yet. What other variable do I have to name? How about variable O? Is that a hard one to name?
Isn't that just 0?
0 what? Remember, there's always two coordinates, an x and a y.
Well, if X is
0.
0 and Y is 0.
0 AB. A minus B.
Don't overanalyze it. Look at that. Where is that point?
Which
Where's that point O? Where's point O sitting?
over the
Oh,
Y.
on the y-axis.
It's sitting
So,
on the what?
0
Not just the
C.
y-axis.
In the middle, the origin.
It's sitting on the origin. And what's the coordinate of the origin?
0, 0.
Good. 0,
That's
0.
what I said.
No, you said 0.
Uh-huh.
0
And I
is...
said 0.
No, you said 0, and then you didn't know what else to say. You said C or B or A minus B.
Okay.
It's 0,
Yeah,
0.
Oh, he roasted you.
Do you understand? Okay, let's try this
So
one
that's
now.
part of the answer?
That's your answer, because
What?
it said, look what it says, name any new variables.
So what was
Oh,
the
yeah, I
answer?
did write that.
So let's try this one. So first of all, the assumption here, which they didn't tell me, but I'm assuming that these are equal to each other. If that's not the case,
Uh-huh.
you can't really do this problem the way that I think that they would want it to be done. So I think they meant to say that that's an isosceles trapezoid,
Okay.
which means they're parallel. These two lines are parallel here. But I just don't know. They don't have that information here. So I'm just assuming that that's the case. So assuming that that's the case, look at this value right here, that purple that I just drew in there.
Yeah.
Let's just pretend like this point was, I don't know, negative. What does it look like? What does that look like? Give me just an estimate of what what A and C could be.
-5.
Negative 5, comma what?
Almost 0.
No, it wouldn't be
No,
0.
it'd be
Look
like
how it's
negative
below.
3, 0.
Not 0. You guys are having a hard time visualizing what this is.
Oh,
Here's
that's
my
like
origin.
7.
I'm going
Negative
down. I'm
7.
going over A, right? I'm going over A, and I'm going down.
So it'd be like negative 2.
How about negative
-7.
2, comma, negative 5? How about that?
Okay.
Do you see how that point is negative 2, comma, negative 5?
Because, Sam, the
Here's my
dot
origin.
here is the
Here's my
origin.
y-axis. Here's my x-axis.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay, got it?
Yep.
Okay, so if that's the case, what would this distance right here, what would that distance be right there? What would that distance be?
-2.
Nope, the distance wouldn't be
two.
-2. The distance is always positive. The
I
distance
get
is
it.
2. Got it? The distance, look, if that was -2, then what's this distance right here? What's the distance from this is 0, right? And this is,
Oh, because this is always positive.
yeah, distance is always
But
positive.
you're just assuming that it's 2. You don't know that.
Well, right. So now it's not really 2, it's really what?
A.
It's A.
Oh,
Because we don't
this
know what
A
A is.
negative. That's
Correct.
why it's A, not negative A.
Correct. Now, if that's A, what else can we do? Watch
Oh,
this.
Okay,
Watch
then
this.
-5 is Y.
What would this be right here? What would this distance be right here?
A.
That would also be A. Oh, we're getting somewhere.
Wait, what's this? Oh, yeah.
Got it? And now what's this distance right here?
B.
It's B because it tells you that right there. That's B comma 0. This distance is B.
Just that distance? Not the
Just
one on
that
the left.
distance is B. So let's move it down here. Ready? You guys ready? This distance right here, the red, is what?
Also B.
It's B. Okay, so you guys ready for the big reveal? What's the point P have to be?
The one.
What does this
The whole
point
line.
P have to be?
A minus B.
Is it A minus
plus
B? So what's your x coordinate?
A plus B.
A plus B. Very good.
Okay, I get that.
It's A plus B. Because
I
look
just
at
don't
it
get how to-
right here. What is it from here to here? What's that distance from there to there?
But you're just finding P.
P is this point. P is this point right here. I'm trying to find the coordinates. This point has those coordinates. What are the coordinates of this point right here? Well, the coordinates are going to be whatever the x coordinate is. See that? Let me change the color on that. Let me make that green again. I'm trying to find this distance right here. What's that green distance equal to?
A plus B.
It's equal to A plus B.
So those lines.
And that's
on
your
the
x
side-
coordinate. Hold on, I'm not done. A plus B. And what's my y coordinate?
0.
C.
It's not 0.
C.
It's not positive C.
Negative C?
It's the same as this one right here, which is what?
I thought distance can't be negative.
This is
I'm
the
not
distance,
asking
this
for
is
the
the
distance, I'm
coordinate.
asking for the coordinate.
I'm not-
Now I'm asking for the coordinate, and the
Wait,
coordinate
I kinda get it.
is
'cause
negative
are these
C.
two sides, I can't show you. The two sides, like here, those are C. I get that, right?
No, C is just this distance right here. C
Right.
C is this distance right here.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah,
saying.
that's C.
Because if you
Because
if it
look
was like
at it.
-5 and you would go down,
Correct.
and then that side would.
Correct.
But like, because when you find X, you
Yes,
would go.
and also look at it right here, Izzy.
across.
Look, it tells you that that coordinate is negative C.
So Y is kind of easier to find, or no?
In this case, it was.
Okay.
It just always depends on the picture, but that's how you do it. You kind of have to think through your problem like that. So watch that video again several times, and hopefully it'll make sense.